I was actually born in South Korea, and when I was 2, I was abandoned at a police station, and I was taken to an orphanage. And from there, when I was just 2 months shy of being 5, a family in Iowa adopted me, and so left Korea, moved to Iowa, and grew up on a farm. I would often think about what have I been saved from? Like, what would my life have been like had I not been adopted? I always think that I would probably have had the equivalent of probably some minimum wage job, maybe no education at all. Who knows what would have happened? And it makes me extremely grateful that I was adopted. I became a believer when I was a freshman in college, and up until that point, I was really not following the Lord at all. Had no interest in being a Christian, and really didn't have any godly influences in my life growing up. Wee! Okay, use your feet. My family was interesting, to say the least. They were a little dysfunctional. My mother wasn't exactly the best mother in the world, and I know a lot of people would say that, but things got really bad at my home, and my mother was fairly abusive, and I was taken away from my home for my own safety and put in foster care for 2 years. Do you need help getting to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, set, grab it. Okay. My parents ended up getting a divorce after I moved back to our home, and come on, Hayden. And after that, my mom kind of spiraled down and kind of went back to her old ways again, and so I was taken away from my home again and put into foster care for 2 more years. I remember this one time looking out my window and just thinking, you know, God, if you really are out there, how could you let me live with this family who is so horrible? And why would you let this happen to me if you are a good God? And so at that point, I just decided I wasn't going to believe in him.
No beaver, please.
No more, because we're going to eat lunch soon, okay?
No, I don't want to eat lunch.
Well, I think you'll probably change your mind. Yeah, so that year, I was especially naughty, I guess. I don't know. I was up to all sorts of nonsense, and it was actually really bad. I was stealing gas. I was doing gas and goes all the time with my friends. I was doing dine and dashes, and I ended up meeting this girl who ended up forever changing my life. God really used her to change me. I was sitting in this math class, and she was sitting just a few seats down from me, and she had purple hair and this camouflage t-shirt, and I just remember thinking, like, that girl looks so cool, I'm gonna go say hi. She invited me to start coming to Campus Crusade with her. So I kept coming back to the meetings because I really liked Dana. She ended up being a wonderful friend to me the rest of the time I was in college. Turn your life over to Christ thing that was really hard for me because I already knew I was a sinner. I mean, I knew I was pretty bad. I'd done all sorts of things. And I said, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that I want you to take my life, and that I give my life over to you. With God's family, there's so much assurance, and there's a promise that He's just always going to love me, and that He'll never abandon me, and that He's not going to harm me, and that it's just that He will always be with me. And you know, a lot of people will throw out there, why would a good God allow these horrible things to happen to these people that seem innocent? And when it comes down to it, we're all a fallen race, you know? We're all a fallen people, and we all sin. And the neat thing is that God used what happened in my life for His glory. And it wasn't until later on in life, even now looking back, I can see God in like these very specific points in my life and bringing me slowly to Him.